On guys, this is Will with Floors Lawn Service. I got a quick video for you guys today. So somebody commented on one of my previous ones and asked, how do you set up your daily route? So I want to show you guys exactly that. I want to show you guys how to do it and what I use. So let's go ahead and get started. This app here is called My Way Route Planner and Delivery. So I own an iPhone, so this is on the Apple Store. I'm not sure if it's on the Android store, but I know it's on the Apple Store. So what you want to go ahead and do here is open up your app. This is basically the screen that we see once we open it up. Then you want to input all the properties that you have for that route. So this route here is in Katy. Now, this is not my route. These aren't my properties. I have gone in Google Maps and just picked out 10 random properties for the sake of this video. All right, so please don't go and checking these houses up on your own. Again, these are random homes that I have picked out. So after you input these 1, 2, 3, all the way from 1 to 10, you want to go ahead and look at the map itself. Now, what I did is that I just typed them in a random order. So if you see here, it goes from 1, then the closest one is 9, then it jumps all the way down here to a 6. Then we go up and then we go to 7. Then we go to 3, then we go to 4, then we go 5, 10, 8, and 2, right? So that obviously that's all out of order. If you're driving around town, that's the last thing you want to do. You want to group things as close together as you possibly can. So we go down here and we click on these 2 arrows, kind of looks like a recycling sign, and we click on optimize route, right? So that you can see we go from 3 minutes and 3 hours to 2 minutes and 14 hours. That says right here 48 minutes, and it saves us 28 miles of commute, right? We go from 88 miles to 61 miles. Now, the reason why this here shows 2 hours is because it's mapping my location from where I live. I live out in Humble, and this route here is in Katy, right? So I'm about an hour away from Katy. So I've clicked this little icon here that shows home base. It's just a random spot in Katy. That's where we would want to start our route, basically. But as you can see, that's where I live, and that's the route. That's the reason why it's giving me those 2 hours. So, again, you can see here, it just jumps from 1 to 6, 2, 5, 8, and they're not optimized. So I'm not sure if it did it or not. So I don't think it did it. So we're going to click it again, re-optimize route. Again, let it load one more time. Then we're going to click start route. Now, if you zoom back in, now we're going to start down here. So we're going to start farthest away from our home, the home that we have set out here in Katy. So if you see, this is our home. This is where we start. So we're going to start farthest out. So we go 1, then we jump up to 2. Right next to it is 3. Then we go all the way up here to 4. Next to the 4, we have 5. Down here, we have 6. And from 6, we jump to 7. Right next to it is 8. Right next to that is 9. And then we come down here to 10. Right? And then we would finish down here. So we start furthest out and make our way closest to home. Right? So it's very simple, guys. You can input all your addresses in any specific order. You can input... let's go back here. You can input up to, I believe, 200 stops, right? For the sake of this video, I went ahead and I did 10. But, if you have 15 or 20 homes, then you can input those. The great thing about this, it's a free app, I believe, to a certain amount of routes. So for this, I only use it for about 3 routes because after you do it for so long, then you're able to kind of just memorize it and you no longer need it. If you do have more than 4 routes or so, the price is $9.99 a month. So if you really need it, then it's only $10. It's worth it. But that's it, guys. That's a very simple app. It's right out of your smartphone. I am screen recording this from my iPhone, so it's very easy to do. It's very simple. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.